Hey everyone, my name is Brandon, and today we're going to have a look at Mont Rigaud. We're going to look at trail number 2. I have the official trail on the screen, the official trail name. So we're going to start at the top of this trail. It's a lot more smooth to start up there, and I'll show you how to get to the trail if you're going to start at the top and work your way down. And I'll try to do a bit of commentary on the way to the bottom. So let's have a look at this trail.
I'm going to turn right here, greeted with some lovely little rocks, and we'll stick to the left. After heavy rains or even light rains, this portion of the trail it's quite muddy. You'd be lucky to get through this clean, but who cares about being clean while you're riding? It's something to think about after. It's a fair bit of rocks. It's slippery when it's wet, and we'll stick to the right here on the first intersection, the number 2. You can start it further on the left or straight ahead. However, for starting a trail from nothing, we'll go from the hill, the service road, I should say. So let's get this trail on roll. Still some water from the rain we had a day or two ago. And there's still some rocks, some large rocks, along with mud, so picking your lines could be a bit dangerous if you're quite new. What I like about this trail is you don't have to go up so high. Oh, another rock garden and a few good turns. What I like about this trail is you don't have to go up very high, and you get around 5 minutes of downhill just where this trail comes in and out pretty much the whole way down the track. And I should mention you should keep your eye out on the service road as you cross it. Could be bikers coming down from the top, and they can go quite fast. Again, another rock garden inside on a turn. If you don't choose your lines, you'll end up in the bushes or have your knees smashed out. It's a smooth track though overall. The turns aren't bad enough that you really have to slow down. You can keep a moderate amount of speed if you have the right technique to hit these turns. What I like about this trail too is it's quite scenic. You don't feel like you're not near civilization. The trees are tight to the trail. The brush is close to the edge. And if something does happen, you get a flat, or tree stumps, something does happen and you get a flat or your chain breaks, you have maybe 10-15 minutes max to get to the bottom. Maybe 10 minutes to make your way to the service road, which we're crossing right now. Feeling a creak in my frame, so I'm going to have to check that out when we get to the bottom. We got a sharp turn coming. A lot of rocks here. It's tough to keep straight. You always have to twist and turn. This makes it fun. There's that creek again. Another turn. It's a little bit off camber. Some stumps. Stumps. I'm actually not sure if I stayed on number 2. They added quite a few different trails. Yeah, this is still number 2. They added little branches off the same track. More rocks. There's a little rock garden. It's a bridge here. It's a little sharp to land on, so if you don't take the weight off the front tire, it's going to be a rough mount. A lot of the trail's fairly on an incline. Another bridge up ahead. You could cut it short if you stick further to the left. It's quite bumpy and rooty. The berm. So here you should keep an eye on that trail up to the right. It's number 12. You can get quite a bit of speed, so you give those guys a right away. We'll continue straight on here. I should have put my goggles on. My eyes are full of webs. Stick tight to this berm. And it's off camber, just on the outtake, so mind it. Again, more off camber at the end of the turn. Some tight trees and roots here. As you can see, for about, I think I climbed maybe 5-7 minutes to get to the entrance of this trail, and already it feels like we've been that. Stick straight here for number 2. This is actually another branch of number 2. Continue straight. It merges in with 12 briefly, and then stick to the right. This one is a bit bumpy. Lots of large rocks with berms. It's quite fun, actually. Turn to the right. It doesn't look like there is until it's almost too late. This is actually the uphill of number 12 also, if you wanted to. Stick to the right here. If you wanted to hit number 12, that's the fastest route. This used to be number 2, but I think on the map now it's actually, everything I just took was 12. I gotta figure out where. I have to look at the map again to see where number 2 pops out. I think it merges on to 1, or there's like an alternative exit somewhere. So that's the Seigneurie des Pierre. Hope you enjoyed the preview. We'll see you next time.